I grew up in New England. My parents are from Memphis, and I was not born during the Civil Rights Movement. I was 1969, so all the most iconic moments had already passed. But having parents from the South and growing up in New England, I had a totally different viewpoint of things. So when we moved back to Memphis, for my parents, moved back to Memphis in 1980, it was a culture shock to me. And everything here is so polarizing racially. And I come from a non-racial family, and it was not easy. I met a friend at his new restaurant, and so I was going to meet him there, and he said, "Shali, I need to drop something off at Mr. Withers' studio. Would you like to join me?" And I said, yes, I would. And I couldn't say it fast enough. So we walked over here, and Mr. Withers was in his studio just looking at some pictures, and you could tell he was just standing there just kind of thinking through things. And I just was so excited, and I got to meet him, and he shook my hand, and he had the "I Am a Man" poster out, and I just was so overwhelmed. I saw these men all in line, one after another, holding up a sign or wearing the sign that says, "I am a man." And it was just completely overwhelming. It was the moment, it was a defining moment for me. And it was the first time that I saw a photograph and everything just came at once. Every emotion, I saw the people's faces. I saw everything you could imagine in this, and it just hit me. And I started tearing up. I couldn't believe it. And I just realized that I never, ever, ever wanted any person to ever have to have a sign up that stated what they were. And it was so overwhelming. And Mr. Withers signed one for me and gave it to me. And I was completely overwhelmed. And then gave me his new book at the time and signed that as well. It was the best gift I had ever received on a photograph in my entire life. I think to watch life through a photograph is almost real. And the way that he took each of these photographs, you could see the lines on people's faces, you could see the anger, you could see the tears, you could see the emotion. And to be able to walk through each season of the Civil Rights Movement was amazing. And all in black and white, which is also another, it's also moving. I think that what it has done is allowed me to be able to put myself in other people's shoes, and allowed me to see a whole nother viewpoint of what experiences a person can go through. So it's been a training moment for me.